Now let's talk about the word practice. Whether or not you have experience learning an instrument, you may have feelings attached to that word. It could be, yay, I get to practice, or most likely, for a lot of us, oh, I have to practice now. I want to help you as a parent change your thoughts around the word practice. Let's consider it play. If you encourage your student, hey, it's time to play the piano now, or hey, I can't wait to hear you play this afternoon, or this morning, or whenever your child is setting up their practice routine, that has a little different spin on it. So here are some tools for you as the parent to help your child in their playtime or their practice. The first thing would be the environment. I know for myself, if I'm going to go bake a batch of cookies or work on some computer work, I don't like to go into a kitchen that's messy or to go to a desk that's covered with Post-it notes. I like to go into an environment that is clean and organized and set up for whatever activity I'm doing there. So as you get the piano situated for your student, I would encourage you to have an organized environment to minimize any distractions. Sometimes pianos are in a location that we may or may not have a lot of control over. But if you can have your piano in a location where it's not going to be, your child will not be distracted by a television or other people in the room coming in and out all the time, that is one step for success in helping your child. Second step would be involvement. So a long time ago, I had a parent tell me once that their student practiced in the basement, like a lower level. I know we're in California, we don't have a lot of basements here, but it was a lower level of the house where nobody ever went. And that's where the piano or the keyboard was set up. And that's definitely going to be not an area with distractions, but it's also an area where there's no involvement from you as the parent. So if you're able to, and you have a piano near an area where, let's say you might be in the kitchen cooking or preparing dinner or working on doing something in a living room nearby, that's awesome because then you can be involved as a parent. At that point, you could say to your child, hey, would you mind playing something for me while I finish up dinner? Or, you know what, I'm folding the laundry now and I would love to hear some music. How about you play what you've been working on or what your teacher showed you this week? So having yourself being involved, you don't have to know the instrument. You just are there as an encourager. The third thing would be consistency. Sometimes when I was in school and I had a project, I would wait to the last minute and cram the night before, whether it was a test or a term paper or something, and I was kind of a procrastinator and I crammed the night before. We all know that's not the best way to get things done, so I would encourage consistency in practice. Whether you have a routine set up yet or not, when your child starts to learn an instrument, now is a great time to do that. So if you can set up a few minutes every day where it's a consistent practice time, where the student knows, oh, after I brush my teeth in the morning, I practice the piano for a little bit before we head out to school. By the way, morning practice is great because it doesn't conflict with all the afternoon things that come up. Maybe your student is doing homework after school and you just set up piano playing as one of the tasks that they do during their homework time. Having that routine and that consistency develops a habit in your child so that they don't even have to think about it, and you might not even have to remind them at certain points. They just know this is part of the routine of the day. And how great would it be for students to say, you know what, I don't think I've practiced or played the piano today. It feels weird. I want to be able to do that every day. I mean, I would feel like that if I hadn't brushed my teeth one day or something, because it's a routine, it's a habit. So we want to develop that consistency and that routine in our students' practice time. And it doesn't have to be a long time. Again, don't cram till the night before your lesson. Just little bits every day add up to be a lot. And as we develop a little bit every day, we're taking something from our short-term memory, putting it back into our long-term memory, and it's going to be a more stable, solidified success from your practice time.